Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an update on Cecily Bauchmann. She has responded to the backlash that she received regarding going to Disney, literally knowing that Milton was going to make landfall. She has decided to come back like many influencers do. And what is she doing? She's saying that she's donating to people's GoFundMes. So I looked at the 4 GoFundMes that she shared and I had some thoughts about her video. So we're going to react to that, take a look at the GoFundMes that she did share, and then just give some updated thoughts. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so I will link part 1 to this catastrophe down below in case y'all missed it, but Cecily has 2.2 million followers on her TikTok and she has a big audience on Instagram as well. Now she decided to take her children to Disney, and over on Instagram she still has her little shop with me, let's prep for Disney video that was removed over on her TikTok as well with her pack with me video. But let's scoot over to current day. In current day, she put out this TikTok. Right now it has 340 likes and almost 10,000 views. So that tells you how her audience is feeling right out the gate. But let's watch this and then I'll give my thoughts.
Especially when you can get a community of people donating even just a little bit. This morning when I was scrolling, I saw a daughter of a donut shop owner whose donut shop had been completely demolished, and she is trying to raise money for her parents' donut shop so that they can be in operation again. This got me thinking that if I started compiling a list of different GoFundMe links, not just Hurricane Milton, but also Hurricane Helene, together we could help these individuals reach their goals a lot faster. I am just one person. I have contributed to each of these GoFundMes on my own, but I want to go ahead and bring awareness to all of them as well. I have posted them in my stories on Instagram and then also will put them in my link tree too. If you feel led to even donate $1, I know that $1 can even get them closer. You can look at my Instagram stories too to see the videos that I have found of each person's story. And also in my link tree, I have also added different nonprofit organizations that are aiding in Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton by delivering emergency relief kits, meals, shelter, all of the things. I know that together we can do so much more and accomplish a lot more.
So that's her video. She also put it over on her Instagram. And what I would like to say, number one, is the very obvious point of where was this energy for Helene long before Milton came around? Where was this posting resources and wanting to, as someone in the comments said, God is using her as a vessel? Well, where was the vessel when we were talking about Helene? This would not have happened if she did not go to Disney and then get canceled and called out by numerous different people on numerous different platforms. This right here is performative. It is literally doing it only because you had to, not because you wanted to, not because you might be a day late or 2 days late to the game, but you wanted to use your platform. You are using this as a look here, not over there. Don't look at all the bad things that I just did. Let's focus on me sharing these 4 GoFundMes. Now, as I usually do, I wanted to take a look at these GoFundMes. Let's see what's really going on. She said that she donated to all of them, so I wanted to just take a look at them. But let's start with Help Cameron Silvers Replace Flooded Car. Has $1,300 of a $5,000 goal. There's 35 donations. And if you go by the top donations, you see one here, anonymous, for $500. I'm going to guess that that's her donation because her name was not in the list of donors. And the same pattern follows through all of these. So if you go to the other one, Support Our Family's Recovery from Hurricane Milton, this one has raised $924 of a $7,000 goal. And if you go to the top donors, there's one here for $200, and that was 4 hours ago. The one on the GoFundMe that I just talked about, that one was also 4 hours ago. So she literally donated to these 4 and then released her videos about it. Let's go to the other 2. Support Diamond and her kids after storms. This one has just over $1,100 raised of a $20,000 goal. If you go to the donors, there's 5 donors, and the top one is anonymous from 5 hours ago for $1,000. And the final one that she shared, help support our family and our small business. That's the one with the donut shop. 5 hours ago, $500 from anonymous. So it's anonymous across the board. They were all done either 4 or 5 hours ago. And this is, this is great because obviously there are people that are going to be financially benefiting from her giving this money. But what I would like to say is, as a reminder, an influencer that is a brand gets huge tax deductions when they make donations like this. And when you're coming on your channel saying, look what I did, look what I donated, blah, 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 some people can get behind that, some people can't. It's a little divided because, a lot of people look at it like, well, if it was really pure and good, do you have to tell everyone that you did it? But then the other side is like, well, if you have a big platform, you can encourage other people to donate as well. So I understand kind of both sides of it. So in total, she donated $2,200, assuming that these are her. So $2,200 is not even what she spent going to Disney. So as a comparison, when we're talking about a hotel, flights, all the dumb money she spent at Target preparing for this trip, any other shopping that she did, new clothes, new swimsuits, whatever, we're talking about much more than $2,200. So, some people might pat her on the back for this. I look at it and say, where was this when Helene hit? And why is it coming out after you were canceled and called out so viciously by people? It took you days to come back and do this. And if you really felt bad, I think this response would have come, if not immediately, then very soon after. Very soon after. And of course, in her comments on both platforms under this video, if you dare give her any criticism, you will be met with the age-old response of, well, what are you doing? How much money did you give? Do y'all realize that a lot of people just existing on social media are living paycheck to paycheck or less? They are trying to figure out how they're going to pay rent next month. They are in desperate need of a car and they don't have enough money for a down payment and they don't have good credit. There are people that are not paying their minimums on their credit cards because money is tough for a lot of people. Not everybody leaving a comment is a wealthy influencer and making money because she's, her husband's a pastor and they can just live this lifestyle that is a completely foreign idea to most of us.
People were saying like, you've just changed a lot. Made me think is like, caused that perception of me changing a lot is that I just haven't let you guys in a lot. I feel like there's this interesting balance in this world of content creation where it's the saying of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You share too much emotion, then you are looked as cringy because you're crying too much, or if you're not sharing emotion, then you're not genuine. You can't really win. When Sam and I were talking about this, and I was like, when did I notice a shift in my own content? And it was when we first moved here. I had gotten multiple phone calls back to back from a no caller ID and multiple text messages from this no caller ID number. And the text messages were death threats. And they were then followed up with voicemails telling me to go myself. Not only that, but to also, they wanted ill on my entire family. That scared me. And so taking that in is a lot to handle. The changes that all came with this past year, it was a lot, and it is a lot. And have I made the best decisions along the way? Absolutely not. I have not. Where do you want to see our lives a year from now? And where do you want to see your life a year from now? We were just talking about our dreams. And one of the things I want to share with you guys is that I want to get to a place again where I feel free in sharing my content and not feeling like I have to keep up in a certain way. You guys have been a part of my journey. I just feel like the screen is definitely a divide, and I don't like that. I am 100% Cecily of the real me, even through the screen, but it's impossible to, because it's hard to create connection through social media and through a screen. You can only do it so much. I love that you guys are part of it, and I love that I got to be a little bit more real and take down some of just any barrier tonight. Be like, hey, this is what's going on. I love you guys. Bye.
That's what's going on with her and her comeback, and what I find to be a very performative sharing of fundraisers. I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? I want to hear from you. This is what's going on. Let's have a conversation about it and go from there. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.